This is the defense that all the pros are running in Madden 23. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're wondering. And yes, these are pineapples on my shirt. You guys can hate my shirt, but if you love my channel here, make sure you go ahead and subscribe for the best Madden content. We have so many tips, free ebooks, all types of things coming in store for you guys. Make sure you guys check out my coaching sessions and my ebooks down the links in the description below. I have offensive and defensive ebooks on the way. So some of you might be familiar with this defense, and we're going to jump right into it in a second, but we're going to build a little scheme out of it too. You always want a couple different plays in the same formation. So we're going to base it off the best blitz in the game, but we're also going to throw in some coverage to go with it. This is by far the best defense in the game, at least to start Madden 23. It's the defense all the pros use it. I'm using it myself. You're going to see it all over the Madden Championship Series, which the first tournament is coming up soon. All right, guys, let's jump right into it right after this word from our sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by the MaddenAcademy.com. Check out the link in the description below and use code TDavis to sign up for the best Madden courses and tips available. Fill out a free evaluation and take your Madden game to the next level today. Alright boys, Mr. Pineapple coming at you live. We're going to talk about the best defense in Madden 23, the defense that all the pros are running. We're going to build a little scheme out of it. Of course, it is the nickel 3-3 formation. Now, I'm in the Kansas City Chiefs playbook, but you also find this in the Carolina playbook. It's in the generic multiple D playbook. I believe it's in the cover 2 playbook as well, maybe one other playbook. And it's in Seattle playbook as well. I do like the Seattle playbook also. So, the nickel 3-3 formation. Some of you might have seen this defense already. It's taken the community by storm because it is so good. It's so glitchy, and you don't have to rush that many guys. That's how you get the pressure in it. We're going to talk about some other things we can do out of it to make it even better. But what you want to do is when you go to your personnel here, so we're in the nickel 3-3 formation, right? You want to have probably your best edge rushers there. I like Shaq Barrett outside there, as well as we'll go with, I believe we have Sue there, so we have Golston, so we'll just go with that. And then on the outside linebackers, you want your fastest guys possible. So I like to lurk with a safety in the middle. Going to go ahead and use Neal. On the outsides, I'm going to have Levante David and Devin White. Devin White's like 92 speed. So those are the guys you want right here. These outside linebacker positions, you want your fastest guys. You do want good DNs too. But you want Devin White and Levante David. They're our fastest linebackers. On the D end, I'm going to actually put Tryon Shionko. He's pretty fast too. You want speed there. You want good pass rushers. Obviously, Shaq Barrett gets the job done there. The rest of your secondary doesn't really matter. You just want speed, good coverage. We're fine where we're at now. It's not super important for this video, but obviously have the best guys possible. So, the first play we're going to take a look at is LB Blitz 0. Now, this is by far the best defense, the most popular defense in the game right now. I'm going to go ahead and just come out in a random bunch play for you guys. Let's go ahead and do mesh spot. All right, so this is the simplest setup too. You don't have to do much out of it, right? You come out, it looks like this. The only simplest adjustment, and we're going to do some advanced adjustments, but the simplest adjustment you have to do is just go ahead and press and pinch your linebackers. So to pinch your linebackers, you press to the right on the D-pad and down on the left stick. That's going to pinch your linebackers. And then the only other adjustment you have to make is go ahead and contain your defense. And to do that, you press RB and RB. If you're on PlayStation, it'll be R1 and R1. So we're just going to go ahead and it's going to look like this, right? And you always want to lurk on this linebacker in the middle. So without doing anything now, we're just gonna hike the ball, and you'll see how these guys kind of just loop through around off the edge. You see that both guys come free at the quarterback off the edge. They call it we're calling this the loop defense because these linebackers just loop around the edge just like that. And this is without doing anything. You don't even have to literally do anything except pinch your linebackers and contain. And look how free these two guys come off the edge. Remember, like I said, you want speed. Devin White and Levante David both get there at how quick was that? Ready? I'll go full speed. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Within 4 seconds, they're looping around and they're at the quarterback. So, one thing you can do now to make it even better, in my opinion, is I like to actually go ahead and hover over the D tackle with this guy right here. You want to keep in that blitz angle, right? So sometimes the center and the guard will pick up my user. So you want to kind of user rush for like 1 second and then immediately jump back in coverage, right? Because you are blitzing a decent amount. You want to be ready with your user in case something happens over the middle. But really, you're going to come in for about a second just to interact with the offensive line so they think, you know, you're blitzing. It kind of glitches out the offensive line. Then immediately you jump back in coverage, right? So it's going to go ahead and look like this. We jump back in coverage. This time, you get that A-gap nano or that B-gap nano from the DN. And you will get that occasionally as well. That's what makes this defense so glitchy. So if you don't get those guys looping around, you see here, who's this? Jason Pierre-Paul. He's going to get a free rush at the quarterback. Or excuse me, Shaq Barrett. He's going to get a free rush at the quarterback right there. Just kind of glitches out because you see the center comes over to guard my user, right? So that takes away the center. Then Vita Vea goes to the left guard, and then the left tackle was worried about the contain. So that allows our defensive end to just squirt through for an easy sack. That's pretty much one of the best nano blitzes you'll ever see, right? So we got the blitz version down. Now, what you can also do out of this is I like to make some adjustments, right? So once again, we set it up the same way. We pinch our linebackers. We go ahead and contain. Now, sometimes what I like to do is just rush or just have one of the loopers come in. So I will set some adjustments. So I like to put my free safety over here, the weak side safety, in either a curl flat or a hard flat. Either one's fine to guard that left side, right? So then I will take this linebacker on the right here, and I'll actually put him in a curl flat also. So now I'm only looping the left side, but I have coverage on both sides of the field, and I still have my user in the middle that can take away the middle of the field. But now we have these curl flats that are going to play the sidelines. So it's still man coverage. We have the curl flats playing to the outsides, so I just got to use the middle. So this is a great coverage defense as well. I'm only rushing 4 defenders, and it's not going to always come in, but it's still a great blitz with only rushing 4 guys. And sometimes you still can come in. You see that the looper still comes around, and Vita Vea still got in within 2 seconds. And we had great coverage out there, you know, guarding anything like slants or anything to the outside. So you see here, we hike it, we have our coverage to the outside, and we don't usually, you know, a lot of times guys will block the running back, so we're not too worried about guarding the running back, but we do have that zone out there in case we need to go to that. Then also we have our linebacker, Devin White here, guarding anything over to the right side, and then as you see at the quarterback, they still able to get in there for the nice sack within about 3 seconds. So you can do the same thing on the other side too. You know, usually if they flip their bunch or they have more trips to the left side, that's when I'll do it to the opposite side. So I'll put the weak side safety always, the guy on the running back, put him in a curl flat. I'll put this linebacker on the left in a curl flat. So it's going to look just like this. And same thing, we go ahead and hike it. And let's see, we get the looper coming around. Yeah, the looper comes around again. And once again, it's only a 4-man rush, and it's great coverage, and he's able to come free off the edge. So that pretty much does it for the LB Blitz 0. We're going to jump into another play here, but I just wanted to break this down because this is by far the best defense in the game right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at Tampa 2 because I love this formation. Nickel 3-3 is one of the best every single year. And this year, we're able to create the double Mabel defense really, really effectively out of it. So I like to set my curl flats at about 5 yards. You can do 0 to 10. I think 5 is a good number. And then my regular flats, I like to have at either 25 or 30. It's really all preference. I usually start with 25 if they're getting a little bit deeper on me with some deep corner routes or deep crossing routes. I'll move that to 30. And all you want to do is come out in either cover 2 drop or Tampa 2, whatever you prefer. I like cover 2 drop to get that slot DB in a yellow zone there. Let's go ahead and pick a play. And same thing, we want to set up, make the look the exact same, right? You want to press, pinch your linebackers. And now what I like to do is put my outside linebackers into curl flat. So to do that, you press right on the D-pad twice, press X for the left linebacker, and then to the right on the D-pad to put him in a curl flat. Same thing on the right side. Right on the D-pad twice, A for Devin White, and then to the right for a curl flat. It's going to look just like this. So now you see what we have here. We have the outside light blues, which are flats, playing at 25 yards. So any deep corners, any deep crossers, they're going to play that. Now you have these linebackers here playing those curl flats at 5-yard depth. So they're going to play any underneath flats, like drags, even slants, you know, anything that goes to the outside underneath, they're going to guard that. We also have this slot defender here, who I like to call the Joker. So sometimes I'll keep him in this vert hook, because vert hooks are really good in the slot. But sometimes I'll also just man him up on someone. Like any route that I'm struggling with, you know, maybe I'm struggling against this slot receiver. He's running a lot of corner routes or you know, curls or slants on me. I'll just man that guy up right over him just like that. So he's the Joker. You can man him up on anyone you want. Sometimes I'll man him up on the tight end too. You know, if they're hitting me with some quick flats or maybe a tight end angle route, I'll take it away just like that. Now I don't have to worry about him because he's manned up. But I usually just like keep it on the slot receiver or keep him in a vert hook. Just like that, and same thing, we're going to use our middle linebacker over here, and it's going to look just like this. But now they think I've been blitzing so much, you know, out of that LB loop blitz, that they're going to start blocking their running back, maybe try to block their tight end if they can, and then we have the numbers game. It's all about a chess match, right? So now we have more guys in coverage than they have receivers out there, right? So let's go ahead and hike it, and you see here we have everything pretty much covered. We got our user over the middle, and we still get a great block shed because the block sheds in this 3-3 formation are really, really good. So let's take a look at the replay here and mainly take a look at the coverage. You see there, both sidelines are going to be completely back. They have no choice but to go to the middle of the field. And that's where our user is, right? And that's where that vert hook is. The vert hook's playing in this area. The sideline's completely bagged, and then we have our user as well. So I think these two together make the best defensive scheme in the game, and that's the reason you see every pro running it right now. You're going to see it a lot in the Ultimate Kickoff Tournament, the Madden Championship Series. This is going to be by far the most popular defense because it is so good. You can mix up the Tampa 2, you can mix up the LB Blitz. It also has cover 4 in there. You can throw a little match in there. Obviously mix in some cover 3, some regular man-to-man. Definitely the best defense in the game right now, nickel 3-3. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hey! Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my exclusive content here on my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the links in the description below if you want more cool stuff from your boy.